Hello everyone, and welcome to the Minecraft Better Together Let's Play Episode 9. So, I've been organizing my ender chests since I last left the end. I have gone one time in between the episodes. We also got the armor situation taken care of. As you can see, some decent boots, decent leggings. I still need mending. Remember, I died and lost those mending trousers. And then a decent helmet. So we're good on that front. We set a goal to get to the end. I figured that'd be the easiest way to get some loot, and it wasn't too bad. So the next goal, really and truly, would be to get some kind of gunpowder supply, because we need rockets. As you can see, we've got a fair few in our inventory. We got, a little bit of gunpowder in the ender chest. And so, of course, one way we could, it's nighttime now, we could go out there. We've lit up most of the island, but we could find some creepers. There's one right there walking. We can go slay him and try to get some gunpowder that way. I have found that even with looting on the sword, you still sometimes get no gunpowder. And for whatever reason, it doesn't drop as often as I think it used to. So, ooh, two guys. Hi. Don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Don't blow up. Don't. The pig died. Anyway, this is one option. There's another option which we could easily, we can make a mob grinder. Or we could set up a creeper-only farm. So you guys will already know by the time you see this, title of the video, thumbnail, all that stuff. We're not actually going to build that stuff. Please go away. You're interrupting me. Thank you. I'm not going to actually build that, and I will explain why here in just a bit. But that was our next goal, and we were going to build a farm. I needed to pick a location, which I have picked out. Dig out the whole 9 yards, man. We're gonna get some not creeper dust. I want to call it creeper dust. Gunpowder. Obviously, we could have built a mob farm and farmed it from witches and creepers alike. But there's a few issues with that. So let's see. Inventory's cleared out. We got a couple more elytra, by the way, from the last time. I'm growing some stuff over there. I was looking at it. You can't really see it. Anyway, let's go over. We'll head down. I'll show you guys what I did, what I built. We'll talk about why it doesn't work, and then we'll get to the rest of the episode. So I wanted to build it kind of close to the skeleton grinder because I've got a decent little area, and there were some caves that would make for an easy dig. And man, we've really got to fix this area up. So as you guys know, I got my AFK skeleton grinder down here. It works really well. Got some doggies. Hi, doggies. Got some doggies everywhere. Built kind of a cheap little super smelter here. I like the fact that the chests don't have to be, you can put them side by side and if they're directional. So anyway, in here, we've got ourselves a couple of platforms. We got some observer blocks and dispensers that'll push the water out and push the mobs off, and they'll float down there. And at the bottom, there is magma blocks. So I originally put the trap doors in, and nothing was spawning. So I took the trap doors out. Nothing is spawning. We have gone down and lit up a ton of caves. For some reason, there's always a freaking guy right here. Anyway, nothing's in here. I've gone through and lit up a ton of caves. Oh, there's a dark spot. Maybe they're spawning there. So here's the magma blocks. There's a little collection system here. I bet this minecart stopped. Yeah, it always is. We would get a better collection system anyway. This was just going to be a temporary thing. Now, if it was going to be a creeper-only farm, spiders would have spawned, as well as creepers, and we could have made that, easily using the magma blocks as a killing mechanism. I decided that since that wasn't going to work, I was going to go ahead and just make it a normal mob spawner. And I would have to readdress the magma block situation, because if you guys don't know, when witches fall down on magma blocks, they'll sit there and drink their fire resist potions and never die. But no mobs are spawning. Oi, it's a too high gap. So yeah, I figured out, well, I think it's something with the game, and I'll talk about it when I head over to my little bit of mining area. So yeah, I've still got all the footage for this. I'm going to have to kind of knock this one on the head, so to speak, and we'll come back to it. I'll keep watching it and see if and when it's actually fixed. Now, let's go... Excuse me. I want to go up and show you guys the redstone, as I built the whole dang thing, you know. Of course, the redstone for this took me on a 2-week adventure. And that's why I was backlogging videos, and now I'm not. So, with the work schedule coming up and the holidays coming up, man, boy, definitely want to get some videos done. There's a dog over there, and I don't know why. Oh boy. So, hi. You guys look very weird. All right, let's go look at the redstone. So, dug this little area out. We've got ourselves a little hopper timer, and then very simple here. It'll, the redstone block will move. It'll pulse that redstone dust. But one of the biggest requirements is a sticky piston for this. And of course, to make sticky pistons, we need slime. Even this piston right here is a sticky piston. It doesn't need to be. It can be a normal with a gravity block, but I don't like that because the gravity block will sometimes despawn. But it sends a quick pulse out, and then of course that pulse goes over and triggers it, and then we loop it around this way on a delay, and it'll fire it again. This actually doesn't work very well. I need to change this out right here for a dispenser with water, and I think that would work a lot better. Now, to get sticky pistons, we need slime balls. We've got a fair few in our chest here, but that took a long time. Slimes don't spawn the same way in this version of the game as they do in the console versions. This game is more or less Pocket Edition. Okay? So, before I even did any research or any ideas, I thought to myself, I build a lot of, what do they call those? Speed mines with the beacons, which I don't have a beacon, by the way. And figured I'd just dig me out a big area, and by the time I get done, I'll have slimes fapping in my face constantly. So I came down here to my little strip mine, and we did some digging. What was that? Nothing? Hope not. We did a lot of digging. So yeah, it's 100 blocks wide, and it goes 75 blocks in this direction. We started from a central point, and we went 25 blocks around. Then we did 50 blocks around, then 75 blocks. And eventually, I went another 25 blocks in that direction there. And I was going to go 25 in that and make it 100 by 100, but yeah, didn't happen. So originally, when we started this project, we dug it out 2 blocks tall. Okay? Nothing spawned. So I finally took to the internet going, what the heck is going on? Someone had said that the slimes were not spawning in their slime chunks unless the light level was 7 or below. So I went and knocked all these torches out. The only thing that spawned were bats. And that's because this was too high. So I left the torches out, and I dug out the 3rd layer and made it 3 tall. And yeah, then mobs finally started spawning. Now it's weird, Endermen will spawn in a 3 high gap like they're supposed to, and the rest of the mobs won't spawn unless it's a 2 high gap. And I'm serious, guys, there was nothing, not even spiders spawning, and they only need a 1 high gap. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. So I was gonna dig this out to 4 blocks if needed for slime. Nothing. So I took to the internet again, Okay? There are slime chunks, but they differentiate in the fact that they're not different for every world. The slime chunks are the same throughout in this version of the game, because this game is like Pocket Edition. So, as you guys can see, the torches are a lot more symmetrical than they would be if I was just spamming while digging. Yeah, it was... Anyway. So, I left a little bit of iron up there. So we started looking that up, but obviously we don't have coordinates, so what good is that going to do to find the slime chunks? So I had to take this world onto creative, you know, find out where I was at coordinates-wise, and then find out where the slime chunks were, and do some digging there in hopes that that would work. So I did that. Slimes still weren't spawning. So I took this seed and put it on a super flat world to see if slimes actually spawned in that area. And slimes were spawning. So I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Need a couple of torches. There we go. Yeah, I took my inspiration from my old world, and we're going to organize this ender chest eventually. Like I did there. Naming them, you can see that one was 01 treasure. That's why I know it's spot in my ender chest. And that glitch is still a thing. Still a thing. As a matter of fact, there's a couple other items that do that as well. Dispensers and droppers also glitch out. But anyway, so I dug this area out that I was talking about, and as you can see, no coordinates. So we dug this area back here out. This is a slime chunk, according to the Reddit post or whatever I saw. And of course, it's going to make a liar out of me. There's a slime that spawned. So you can see that we are in a slime chunk. Obviously, you see the pumpkins on the ground. That's the way it's supposed to be. This is a slime chunk back here as well. I would sit like you were originally supposed to, you know, 24 blocks or whatever it is away from the thing, but not more than so many blocks. I just kind of chill and nothing. Okay. Now, I chilled in creative this way I wouldn't die. I made an exact copy of this world, and we just sit back here and wait. Nothing spawned, and I'm talking hours. So I thought maybe that I missed the slime chunk a little bit, and I need to just kind of widen out my area. So I dug out a little bit more over here. And let's just kill this guy. Oh, I was going to take a screenshot with you, buddy, but... well, maybe I'll still try to take a screenshot. Anyway, we dug out the area, and still no slimes were freaking spawning, man. So, the light level thing doesn't affect slimes, like the guy was saying. That's apparent, as this is a very lit area, and these guys were spawning. Maybe I just need a better AFK spot, like we were cruising around in the strip mine for a while, and maybe I just need to hang out there. So while I was digging this out and widening out, I heard some moans and groans and some skeleton bones, and so we dug ourselves up right here, kind of chasing the sound. We actually, which was beneficial because we popped out in this little ravine here, and we lit it up. So went back over here, and there's a bunch of zombies in here and skeletons and stuff sitting up. We started heading this way, and this ravine's kind of a crappy one. As you guys can see, it's it doesn't have like a nice little floor you can walk on, and it's hard to get up the blocks. Yeah. So, ooh, lava. Anyway, we started heading back this way to try to find slimes. Or not find slimes, light the ravine up. And as we were coming back here, you know, we're keeping a nice ear out for any other caves. And when I got back to just past this water right here, making sure there's nothing in here to kill me, I started hearing a squishy, squishy sound of a slime. So I could hear it down below my feet, so we started digging down. And we finally popped out over here, and there was a slime. So there's obviously a slime chunk in here as well, so I dug the area out, and that's where I got the thumbnail. One little freaking slime is all I found. So I've come to the conclusion that they're a little bit harder to spawn in. They're not spawning in as they used to. And maybe where I'm AFKing is not far enough away. Like, I got a spot right there to the right, and then I was there to the left. I don't know. Maybe I need to hang out right here, and stuff will spawn. So we did connect up the two areas. I'm thinking about just digging this out as a big area eventually. I was doing some caving in a mesa and actually ran into a slime there as well. So that's why I've got so many slime balls. We've got plenty to do what I need. Future redstone projects, but yeah, so basically whoever was saying online, that must have been a thing early on in the game. It's been fixed. Slimes do spawn in their slime chunks at light levels above 7, as they should. But the hardest thing for us is finding slime chunks. So the best way to do it is, I looked up, I think, Minecraft Pocket Edition Slime Finder or whatever, and there's a guy that came up with something. You can scroll through it. You know, it's the same for every seed. And the only way I could see doing it is taking your world, copy your world, turn that one into creative, and then turn the cheats on. That's what I did. I actually messed up in this world and turned this world into creative. I didn't even enable the cheats. I actually turned this one into creative. And so, yeah, that really pissed me off. So it was very frustrating, this whole project here. We did finally get ourselves enough slime to get things going, but I don't know. As far as building a slime farm, you know, we could take this roof up or dig this out, and then, of course, build us a nice little slime farm, and hopefully we can get a passive supply as we're cruising around. I don't know. Maybe we'll widen it out, and that'll work. I don't know, guys. But this took me forever. So, if you're trying to find slimes in your own world, your best bet is probably to try to find a swamp if you can. Obviously, wait for a full moon and then kill you some slimes. I haven't done too much exploring. I actually want to take some time after, or in between cutscenes here in just a minute, and go fly around and explore the map that I have on my person. So, if anybody knows, you know, the distance that these things are spawning or how far away you've got to be, it seems like we got to be a good distance. I actually AFK'd in this cave right here after I ended this little clip and waited, and nothing spawned as well. But it seems like when I was chilling out in the other area, this the speed mine area, that slime spawned. So I don't know, guys. This has been a frustrating project, and literally, because I don't have a lot of time to play, it has taken forever to find slimes. So yeah, kind of brushed this just real quick a minute ago, but let me show you this. So droppers and dispensers. I obviously made some to do my redstone project. I had 64 of those, and I had 6 of these. Now I've got 64 in one of these, and I've got 7 droppers. I didn't notice that until I was trying to build a monostable circuit, because you can't take a repeater signal into it. It has to be a dust. That I was like, all of a sudden I've got 2 droppers on me. What the heck? So yeah. So there's 3 different blocks that screw up. Bad cut. Anyway, we went out, we explored our map. There was nothing special. So yeah, we found ourselves, or no, actually, we didn't find anything. There's a village that we know of. There's a swamp no, that's a dark oak forest. There's a swamp right there. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, there's a village down here we already know about. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Sorry this video is shorter. It's been a long project, and I'm just pooped. So we'll see you next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, as always. See you next time.